show, Lloyd Ruhl, aka MegaBlitzz. Today's video, we're going to be catching up on some PokeBeach news. Now, it's been about 3-ish weeks since I've looked at PokeBeach just in general. So we're just going to scroll through here, see what kind of different things we have coming up. It's been kind of a slower period with World Championships coming up here pretty soon, about a week. Nothing's really happened except Shrouded Fable finally came out, so we're finally able to play with some of those newer cards. But minus that, nothing else is really happening in the Pokemon TCG. Some locals, some cups, some challenges, stuff like that. But as far as regionals or other big news in the Pokemon, it's pretty much surrounded by the World Championships. So we're going to go through here and just see what all we got going on in the just kind of Pokemon news here. So they do end up revealing the Paradise Dragona reveal or whatever. This is probably one of like the newer set I think is coming out after, not this coming set, but the one after that. I think like after Stellar Miracle potentially. I could be wrong, but I'm excited for that because it's kind of like a dragon type based set, and I'm really excited for all these like different all the Pokemon have different kind of like different types of attacks with like 3 energy requirements, which I think is going to be very interesting. I've never played with that kind of element before. Sure, I have played with decks where you have to have 3 energy on a Pokemon, being like a colorless energy and then, you know, a grass or a psychic, but it's like I've never had specifically I have to have these 3 types of energy. So I'm excited, really excited for that. So the Pikachu World promo is now also available on the Pokemon Center online. And that promotion will last up until August 18th. So basically, you just use Worlds 2024 at checkout to get the card. Does not require a TCG purchase of even over a minimum order. Click the Enjoy Pokemon link, so you can get this World Championship promo on the Pokemon website. They're also available at like GameStops and other things like that. And I believe they also are available, I believe, at like local events too. I remember seeing that kind of somewhere on here. So we'll get into that a little bit later. But we also got the Paradox Wisdom Premium Collection releasing at Best Buy. I'm sure you'll be able to get it at other places besides just Best Buy. But it comes with 3 promo cards featuring Iron Leaves, Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, 1 oversized promo card featuring Iron Crown, 7 packs, and then a magnetic card holder, a card base, and a 1 code card for live. And then it seems the counterparts will be releasing on Amazon, apparently. The Paradox Fury Premium Collection. So let's take a look at that. It's basically just Raging Bolt, Walking Wake, and Gouging Fire. So this one's actually pretty usable here with that Raging Bolt being in there and Gouging Fire EX as well. Walking Wake, not so much, but kind of the same thing. I will say the price up here a little bit much. I mean, you are getting like whatever it is, 7 packs and things like that, but that's a lot. I mean, $70 for that's pretty rough, but it is what it is. So pretty cool there. We got that going on. And then, of course, we got... Oh, here we are. The Paradise Dragona TCG Jet finally revealed. So we'll take a look at some of these cards here. Really excited for this newer set. We got Execute with its first attack and its only attack being... If you go first, you can use this attack on your first turn. Switch your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and then evolve it. So you'll be able to evolve this into that Exeggutor pretty quickly, which will be pretty nice because you'll be able to evolve into this Alolan Exeggutor here, which has the Tropical Fever for a grass and a water, 150 damage. Choose any number of basic energy cards from your hand and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. And then we have Swinging Safine, I believe is how you pronounce that, for grass, water, and a fighting energy. Flip a coin. If heads, knock out your opponent's active basic Pokemon. If tails, knock out one of your opponent's benched basic Pokemon. I feel like this card is going to get played. Whether or not it gets played in a competitive nature is beyond me. The flip a coin thing is pretty tough. You know, flip a coin. If heads, knock out your opponent's active basic Pokemon. If tails, you knock out a bench basic Pokemon, which is great if you're playing against, you know, things like Raging Bolt Ogerpon or like Snorlax Stall or something like that, where it plays mostly, if not all, basic Pokemon. But the moment you play against like Charizard, where they have no basic Pokemon really because they're rare canning and a Pidgeot, Dragapult, Charizard, They have Babero on the bench. All these Pokemon that they're going to have, you're not going to be able to do anything with except hit them for Tropical Fever for 150. And you only get the 300, so you have to 3-shot a Charizard and a Dragapult. Feels kind of bad. So, not too sure if it's going to get played, but I really do like Exeggutor. I think Exeggutor is a really cool Pokemon. It gets a lot of hate, but I played with Alolan Exeggutor V in my Arceus Superior deck. And then I have like an oversized card somewhere behind me over there. But we have an Altaria here with the Humming Charge. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. And then we have Cotton Wings. Flip a coin if heads during opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Kind of Dusk Ball here. Look at the top, or sorry, look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Pokemon you find there, put them into your hand, then shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So kind of cool, going from the bottom, it says, as opposed to the top. Pretty much like Great Ball, just from the bottom. So Great Ball is top 7, find a Pokemon. This one's Dusk Ball is bottom 7, find a Pokemon. Then we have Dragon's Potion. Heal 60 damage from your active Dragon Pokemon. So pretty neat, kind of cool to see like specific Dragon type cards coming out. We have Drayton, which may be like a new character that's dragon-oriented in the new show. I don't know. I haven't watched the new anime show at all yet, but I will be getting there at some point. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck and reveal a Pokemon and a trainer card you find there. Put them into your hand. So pretty good being able to find a Pokemon and a trainer. This card could potentially get played, but the hard part about it is like you can also just play Arven, and then Arven can just get you Ultra Ball and then like an item or like a tool, and then I don't know. So this one's a little bit, we'll have to see if it gets played. I could see it being played. Then we got Lisa's Appeal. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. The new active Pokemon is now Confused. I can see this getting played in Control. Snorlax Stall could definitely play this card. Pulling up, you know, maybe something like a Rotom or a Luminion or a Manaphy. So you just pull that in and then make it Confused and then basically slowly tick away. But you also might not want to play that because then it will slowly end up trying to damage itself. So maybe not. I'm not too sure. Rich Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. When you attach this card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, draw 4 cards. I think this card is bad. I do not think Rich Energy is that great. I mean, at that point, just play Legacy Energy or like Neo Upper Energy. I don't know. Like Legacy Energy at least. Like, sure, you don't get to draw 4 cards, but drawing 4 cards in the Pokemon TCG is so easy, especially with things like Babero, Pheasantipity, Mew. Like, you can only draw 3 cards off of some of those, but the fact that you're using your Ace Spec to just basically draw 4 feels kind of bad. I could see people trying to play this in Lugia. Like, that's kind of the only thing I could see it fitting in, is if you play Lugia, but then you end up cutting the Iron Hands and things like that to play the Rich Energy. But even that doesn't feel that great because when you Primal Turbo, it comes from the deck, not from the hand. So you don't even get to draw the 4 cards. So at that point, just play Legacy Energy anyway because they take 1 less prize card when they KO. So I could see that maybe getting played. We'll have to see here. We got some fanfare promos released for the season. So these look pretty cool. I did see these kind of get revealed the other day. They were on Twitter. I had seen them. So also, if you're not following me on Twitter, definitely do so. MegaBlitzz03. Definitely follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to be more active on my other social media platforms, things like Twitter. And I do like post stuff to like my own Facebook and different like YouTube groups. And I have like a Discord channel for the YouTube channel. So definitely all those links should be in the description below. So definitely check all those out. And then we got World's Activities here. We got autograph sessions with special guests. That could be pretty cool. History Museum, where you can celebrate the history of the Pokemon World Championships. Animation screenings featuring Pokemon, the first movie in Horizon. Ball making, Genji Ball, the Ecological Mud Ball Activity and Partnership. That's pretty cool. Illustration contest. We got a merchant room, collect and trade corner, a sneak peek experience of the Pokemon trading card game Pocket, which we did end up, I believe, looking at that. And we ended up kind of taking a look at the trading card game Pocket a little bit more. If you're not attending Worlds with a badge, you can still enjoy Trainer Town at Hilton Hawaiian Village. Pokemon meet and greets, hula lessons, lei making, and more at Village Green. Meet and greets, drawing lessons, face painting. Learn how to play a fan favorite Pokemon games, including the Pokemon Trading Card Game, Scarlet and Violet, and Pokemon Unite at Play Lab. And then Dazzling Skies with Pikachu and Friends, special one-of-the-kind drone show for everyone to enjoy, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty awesome. I love how they have events just in Hawaii in general. Even if people, you know, just want to like check out Pokemon and see what it's all about, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Trainer's Toolkit reveal for 2024. I was a huge fan of the Trainer Toolkits. I bought a Trainer's Toolkit for the first like 2 years when I started playing the Pokemon TCG because I was really missing a lot of those key cards that I needed to get into the game, and it really helped me out. And I still have the Lumineon Vs to this day that I got out of those training toolkits, and the Crobat Vs as well. So this one will be featuring Squawkabilly EX. And then you get the Tatsugiri, which is really good, and Iono, Arven, some Buddy Poffins, which is really good. This one's for experienced trainers, so this one's going to be a little bit more kind of on the higher end to help you get into the competitive Pokemon TCG. So I love that. Also, absolutely love these dice as well. So pretty cool, getting 2 copies of Squawkabilly EX. We got some Moonball, which is featured in here, which is pretty cool. Moonball looks very awesome. I don't really buy the Pokeball tins. I'm not a big pack buyer. I usually just buy the singles that I need when I need them. I'd rather spend, you know, $110 or $120 on all the singles that I would want and what I would need to build decks or for my collection, as opposed to buying a box and then, you know, kind of ripping packs and then I'm getting with a bunch of chaff that I don't really want. The code cards are great, sure, but at the same time, I'd rather just buy the cards that I need. You know, I'd rather go and buy 4 Iron Hands EXs to build future hands, as opposed to buying a box and then trying to open one. So maybe that's just me. Everyone kind of has their own thing. I still like opening packs. That thrill is fun, but when push comes to shove, I'm definitely a single buyer myself. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys are more of a single buyer, if you're more of a pack opener, or what your guys' preference are. I like opening packs, don't get me wrong, but like I said, when push comes to shove, I'm definitely a singles purchaser. I definitely prefer just to buy the cards that I need when I need them. The Loyal 3, my top 3 decks for World Championships. So let's take a look at this. I'm definitely interested to see here. We got Charizard EX with no Dusknoir, but is playing the Percursion to help out with that Snorlax Stall matchup, and a Pheasantipity EX. And then let's go down here, and I think, is it just that? My top 3? Is it more? Hello? I feel like to read the rest of this, you have to get a membership. Well, I'm not getting a membership, but that's okay. If I had to give my best guess, I'd probably say like Regidrogo V-Star and like Raging Bolt Ogerpon or something. Also, the Trainer Tour had been released with Pokemon content creators Megan Camarena, aka Strawberry17. Don't really know who she is, but I do indeed know Andrew Mahone, aka Tricky Jim, to host the show. And I will say I've watched the first like 2 episodes of the show, and it is really cute. It is really fun, and it's really like energetic and just entertaining to pay attention to and to watch, and kind of just like have in my off monitor when I'm doing stuff. So if you guys haven't checked this out, definitely give it a watch. It is really entertaining. The vibes are definitely up there, and Andrew Mahone does a really good job of just helping new players get into the game and kind of break that shell of being able to really start playing in person and things like that. And I think it's great that they picked Andrew Mahone to really do that. I feel like you couldn't have picked any better person to really do that with. So pretty cool. Big shout out to that. That's really awesome that he got the chance to do that. We haven't really had, I kind of have seen a lot of this other stuff though. 7 cards banned for Worlds. I thought this was it's kind of a clickbaity thing. It's basically just a bunch of promos. But they are banned for Worlds just because I don't know why, but they are like different promos that are coming out. Exclusive Moltres, Squirtle, and World Turtle Pokemon Go cards in China. These are the versions they're getting. These are the versions that we have. Their versions are way better than ours, I will say. I probably like our War Turtle a little bit more than theirs. But I think their Moltres is way cooler than ours is. I think their Blastoise looks a lot cooler than ours does. I think our Radiant Blastoise looks a little bit better than theirs. Just kind of just looks a little derpy. It was like up on the hill kind of thing. I'm not too sure. But man, look at that pack! Hisuian Zoroark V-Star, one of my favorite decks to play. It is a really powerful deck. Still underrated in our current meta, and I am sad about it. But that's neither here nor there. Couple other quick things here. We got Stellar, Sylveon, and Ruhl Edge stuff revealed For those who don't know, Guardian was the first competitive deck that I really started playing the Pokemon TCG, and Sylveon and Gardevoir are pretty up there for me just as far as like my favorite Pokemon go. So deck box is absolutely beautiful, and the sleeves to follow look absolutely incredible. And even the Ruhl Edge one just looks really awesome. So there's a chance I might try to get my hands on those Sylveon ones for sure. And then we got full translations for the Eevee and Ruhl Edge EX and a couple other cards. So we'll take a read here for these. We got the Ruhl Edge Abysmal Flame, 30 plus for 1 fire energy. This attack does 20 damage for each energy card in your discard pile. So it could be pretty good. Kind of getting a bunch of energies in the discard pile and then smack with the Abysmal Flame for big damage. Then we have Amethyst Rage for a fire, a psychic, and a metal. 280 damage, discard all the energy from this Pokemon. So 280 being a pretty solid number to hit. And then we got this Eevee here. The Charcadet didn't really have anything crazy, but the Eevee has a cool ability with the Boosted Evolution ability. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, it can evolve during your first turn or on the turn it was put into play. So then you can evolve this instantly into Sylveon EX with that magical charm for a Psychic and double colorless, 160 damage during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon takes 100 less damage, so that's pretty good. And then we have Angelite for a Water, a Lightning, and a Psychic. Choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Shuffle those Pokemon and all attached cards into their deck. If one of your Pokemon used Angelite during the last turn, this attack cannot be used. I really think this card has a lot of potential, and I'm really excited to see what can get cooked up with this Sylveon EX, because I would, if this is a competitive deck, be fair, just forewarned, I will play this deck. This is a deck that I will play if it is a competitive viable. I'm going to try to cook up some fun lists with it and see. But we'll have to see what we got going on for that. And then we kind of already have the Shrouded Fable stuff coming out here. But we'll take a look at a couple of the other cards just because I like them and kind of a little bit of a refresher. These were all the previously revealed stuff that we kind of already know. So this is the rest of it here. We got the Galvantula with that Compound Eyes. Attacks used by the Pokemon. Do 50 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon that have an ability, so that's pretty good. And then we have the Reverend EX with the Accelerator Flash 20 times. If this Pokemon is moved from your bench to the active spot, it does 120 more damage. You're hitting for 140. Then we have Shattering Speed for 3 metal energy, 250 damage. Discard this Pokemon in all attached cards. So they don't take a prize card for this. They just discard. You just discard the Pokemon. They don't take a prize card because it doesn't get KO'd. So pretty cool. Maybe we can see a different deck going on with that. We have Dangerous Laser. I actually just bought my first copy of Hypno or Hyper Toxic Laser or whatever it was. So this reminds me a lot of that. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and confused. Once again, it kind of stinks that it's on an A spec. I don't think it's going to get played, sadly. But I will say, this does remind me of a childhood toy that I had. I had like almost like a Space Cadet type gun. Kind of like a Buzz Lightyear type gun thing that looked very similar to this. So this reminds me a lot of that. And of course we have the arts for the Monkey Dory and the Fezzidipity and stuff like that. But that's all kind of old news a little bit. But we'll take a look here at the last two things here, which is the World's exclusive merchandise and then the Surging Sparks here. So we got the World's 2024 exclusive merchandise has been revealed. I haven't got to take a look at any of this stuff yet. But I figured it is going to be Honolulu-based, which I'm actually really excited about because shortly after Worlds is over, actually on August 25th, I'm getting my first ever Pokemon tattoo. It's going to be Pikachu kind of hanging out in like a Lapras floaty, wearing some cool sunglasses like it was on the beach. So I'm pretty excited. It's going to be somewhere here on the arm. I'm really excited for that, kind of treating myself for my birthday a little bit. So pretty awesome for that here. Definitely want this bag. I would love to get my hands on this bag. I think that would be awesome. Even the playmat. I'm a big like Hawaiian water theme kind of thing. So I really wish I would be able to go to Honolulu, Hawaii for the Pokemon World Championships, but unfortunately that cannot happen for me. But still pretty cool being able to get all these different merchandise here. Very exclusive coins and dice from Hawaii as well for attending. Very sick, awesome lanyard and some pins, an awesome playmat with a great holder as well. You get an Azumarill with a little flower in its ear. I think that's absolutely adorable. And then, of course, we got the snorkeling Pikachu and then the snorkeling Riolu as well. And then just a couple other random things. And this cute little ukulele I thought was also very, very nice as well. So, pretty cool for that. And then we got the Surging Sparks English Pokemon TCG releasing in November. So this will be the set will release on November 8th. And I'm pretty excited for that. We haven't gotten to see too many of the new cards. Like we have seen, you know, the Sylveon and the Ceruledge and stuff. But other than that, we haven't gotten to see much other cards. We kind of know what these couple A-specs and stuff do. But we'll kind of cover that as time goes on a little bit more. So really excited for that set to come out as well. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Most valuable and least valuable cards from Stellar Miracle. So this is another set's going to be coming out here pretty soon. These are all like the highest rarity versions of what their cost is going to be. I'm a mid-rarity guy. I'd rather just play with the lowest of rarity card that I can have. Just because I don't see the appeal, or I don't have the appeal to play with super gold out, blinged out cards in my decks. Just not for me. But that's going to do it for today's video. Catching up on that PokeBeach news. But like I said, let me know down in the comments below if you guys are more of a pack buyer or more of a singles purchaser. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on that. And while you're down there, also do not forget to check out the Discord channel and my Twitter and all my social media links. And of course, don't forget to leave a like, smash the subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!